Hello and welcome to ErfDragon Art. Hello, yes, welcome to ErfDragon Art. Today is the semi-final episode of this particular character. When I recorded all of these, I did it over a few days, but obviously I've taken a bit of time to kind of put the videos together and present it to you. I do need to stress that this was done in 2016, so both my anatomy skills and my video quality is not up to scratch, but hopefully you'll still enjoy this process and that you'll stick with it to the very last episode where I actually go and reconstruct him a little bit. I'm not going to redraw this particular one right now, but all I'm going to do is just to resculpt him so that he can be better. So here we are on the semi-final part of this episode. I have been working on this a few years ago, back in 2016. So again, my anatomy skills was not the best, and when I was recording it, I recorded it through my phone off of Facebook while presenting it live. Not the best way of doing it, but that's all I had at the time. And my skill level was different then than it is now, as you can probably see from my t-shirt. I've improved a lot. But this is just the fine-tuning stage of this particular project. After this project, I will be doing some reconstruction work on the next video, which will be the final part in this series, before doing like a reversion sometime down in the future. But for now, this is sort of coming up to a conclusion. So I hope you have enjoyed it so far, and let's get to the video. Freezing, man. Good evening, everybody. Right, so just to recap, first of all, hope you all had a really good day today. My day was a bit tough, to say the least. It wasn't as smooth. This whole week has been a bit rough, to be fair. Technical issue, but just to recap, yesterday I was working on the eyes and the scars of the face. I'm going to zoom in, sorry to scare you. So I was just working on the eyes and the scar, and as you can see on here, if you look closely on this one, I tried to make the eyes look as realistic as possible and giving a bit of depth into the scar. And also did a bit of work on the, the stitches themselves. So I'm going to be continuing the stitches part, and the bit I'm going to do next is the, is literally just on the inside of the scar. So you can see on here, for example, I've got some grey bits on there. So I need to first of all clean that up. Just going to clean that up and then just try and add some detail to that, and hopefully if I can get onto the hair, which is the next bit. In fact, I might even do the mouth actually, because that's the other thing I need to do as well. But I want to get this stitching bit done, sorry, the scar area done first. So let's get cracking. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is, if you look at here, you can see that some of these have gone over the lines here a bit. I wonder if I can put them underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase some of it, because you can see it's going over some of the lines here. So I'm just going to raise it a little bit. Where I've taken off these edges, I can now reveal what was behind. So all those red colours I did yesterday are now showing through on top, which is exactly what I was looking to do, and it so far seems to be working quite well. I mean, once I've finished this picture, I will need to go back over some of these parts and just clean up certain areas, but I really want to get onto the Kraken as soon as I can. There's other characters I want to add on, but I think I'm very eager to get this Kraken sorted. So I'm going to probably spend the majority of the weekend doing that part. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the inner skull bit, and I'm going to now select the colour range. So we've now got this little mask here. Now there's a few things I can see on here where there's little gaps, like if you look here, this top bit here, it's just a bit of a gap between the stitching, so I need to fill those in. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. The point of this bit is to give the impression that that you can see the, how can I put it? You can see the different layers of the skin that's just visible if you have a cut or whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do now I've filled those in, I'm going to get another layer. My blending brush from those who you were watching yesterday will know. Change the opacity again to 30. And then again, this is just so that I can build it up slowly. I don't want to build up the shade too much. Now I need to add just a bit of shade now. I need to be a bit more, displaced when I do this. So it's not going to be complete one direction of shade. It could be different areas because it's going to be different contours on the actual gaps of the skin. I can afford a little bit of extra shade on the stitches as well. See how it's making the background sort of stand out a bit more. And particularly where the stitches are, you can see the shadow from the stitches showing as well. Okay, so as I said, this is the semi-last part of this particular video, and I'll be doing some reconstruction work on the next video just to refine tune him with all the new skills I've gained over the years, just to try and make him look a little bit more realistic and natural. I certainly hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Helps me know that you're enjoying it, but also that other people can enjoy it along with you. There is a subscribe button down the bottom as well. Make sure you tick that if you want to see more videos like this or some of the future videos that are coming up. And hit that notification bell just so you don't miss out on the next video as soon as it becomes available. A couple of final announcements. I have signed up to buymeacoffee.com to help improve all the sound quality, lighting and other equipment. So if that's something you want to help support with, feel free to drop over there, drop a couple of quid. Really would appreciate it. No obligation, but it would be great just to help the channel so I can produce these videos a little bit better. Secondly, I have a holiday channel, ErfDragon on Holiday, or ErfDragon Art Thou on Holiday, where I talk about things to do with the channel, but also other events and things that I've gone to that are holiday related. If that's something that's interesting to you, be sure to check that out, but it's not a channel I post very often, so do bear that in mind. My other channel is ErfDragon Bricks, where I do all things construction, i.e. brick construction. So it'd be either Lego or non-Lego stuff, but it will be that sort of vibe. So if that's something else that interests you, be sure to check that out as well. It's something I've recently got back into, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm seeing that some of you guys are enjoying it as well. But if you haven't checked that out, do check that out as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. Again, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Catch you later. Bye. Fine tuning, take one. I really wish this chair didn't squeak.